Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Daisy, and in this channel, I focus on psychology so that you can know more about yourself and others. So let's go to today's topic, which is entitlement. If you are the people who is interested in identity shifting and mindset coaching, stuff like that, I really think you need to watch this video because I'm going to tell you what is entitlement and it is different from confidence. I think people misunderstand confidence with entitlement, self-entitlement. Entitlement is a mindset or belief. It is a psychological concept that you think you deserve a specific treatment just because who you are, just because you claim that, just because you think you are, like you think, oh, I should be treated like a queen, like a king. Everybody should treat me in a specific way just because I say that. You are living in your imagination. You are living in your illusion, to be honest, because other people don't think the same way you think. This is entitlement. It is not identity shifting, because real identity shifting comes from within. It comes from, I know who I am and I really want to take on the energetic responsibility. Think about it this way. Entitlement is actually a defense mechanism. It is like, oh, I don't think I'm worthy enough. I don't think I am good enough, so I'm gonna pretend that I am going to demand, and if I am worthy, so that people can treat me that way. If you fall into this entitlement trap, you're gonna feel hollow, you're gonna feel empty, you're gonna feel angry, you're gonna feel frustrated, you're gonna feel resentful. You just disconnect yourself from not only others but also the world and your own authentic self. It's like you are more focused on who you think you are or who you want to be than who you actually are. There is nothing wrong that you want to transform your old identity and become a new you, become a better you, but it comes from inner work. It doesn't come from your word thing, just like entitled, like you can do nothing but just be happy and successful, which is impossible. Come on, be realistic, okay? And it got frustrated when you realize, oh, people don't treat you the way you imagine that they are going to treat you. So you think, wow, how dare you don't treat me this way? Don't you know that I am the prize? But it only drains your energy. You lose your power of empathy. And you stop becoming gratitude to others. It feels like you're always demanding. It feels like you want to get instead of giving. You already think about, oh, you should treat me this way, the world should treat me this way, the reality owes me something without me giving them first. But the real happiness comes from survey, comes from alignment, comes from becoming who you really are. Not you are focused on an image, not the process, because you don't want to take that work. You think your work should be easy and other people need to struggle, but you think you are so special, so lucky, so that you don't need to struggle, which leads you become disrespectful to others because you think you are above them and others are normal people, especially for those who is very interested in the spiritual reality, spiritual thing, some guru thing. You think that you know more and you don't need to struggle, but others need to. You think you are different. That creates a huge barrier between you and others. You lose the connection with the society and the whole real world. You feel like isolated. You feel like loneliness. you feel lonely. If that is your case, I think you are trapped into the entitlement thing. It is like, when you give up your ego and give up your imagined self-concept, self-image, but really do that when it comes from your intention, like you want to be a new you from your heart, not from your mouth, you automatically embody that kind of energy, and you can do the things that your ideal version of you gonna do effortlessly. It feels like you give yourself the promotion to become who you want to be, instead of just resisting it by seeing things so very superficial. And another thing I want you to know is that we need to be humble, and we need to accept that we cannot do everything. We cannot be super good. It feels so good to think, oh, I'm superior, I know everything, but it is unrealistic. You can say that it is a limited belief, but you can live in your illusion continually, but I don't care. But the truth is, when you shift your belief from I deserve to I appreciate, from I know all the things to I become a learner, you are more grounded. You gain the real happiness. That happiness comes from within. It gives you the inner peace, instead of just always living in your imagination and living in your mind and think you are who you are and pretend and fake. Some spiritual belief teaches you that fake it until you become it. I don't buy it. I never buy it. I think it's just like I have to pretend. I lose my inner authentic self. I know that real growth comes from within, not from without, and it takes time. It takes inner work. So if you want to shift your identity, which is super good, I encourage you to do so. But ask yourself these questions. Okay, who am I becoming? Why do I want to do this? And what version of me is going to experience that life naturally? And do I really want to become that version of myself, even though it takes some time and requires some inner work? If the answers are yes, then you can just do the concrete actions, effort to become that, because that is more fulfilling than just entitled that you are worthy and you deserve blah blah blah. It repels people in other people's eyes. I told you, it feels so superficial and unrealistic. So I hope you like today's video, and leave a comment below if you want to know more other topics. And by the way, if you are somebody want to know how to be more confident, naturally confident, and more be more real in your social dynamics, I prepare a document for you to how to be more charismatic, and I break down the psychology, social psychology of why people like you and how to become more liked by others. This price is only for my subscribers, because I really want to say thank you for everybody who spent time with me, and I appreciate that a lot. You can check the link in the description below, and I hope you enjoy it, and I know you're gonna enjoy it. It is a document. It is a PDF document so that you don't need to read, tons of books and save your time and your money. So thank you for today's watching, and I see you in my next one. You be real. I'm out. See you later. Bye bye.